Hello, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 15 with me, CosmicNite. Okay, well, I've done a little bit since last episode. Got the harvesting. Also got some hay bales. I was going to do that on camera, but what I want to do this episode, I really want to focus on using up some of our manure. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm just going to get this field seeded, so we can and get some manure on it. North, once round, after field 28. Yep, there we go. That should be all in order. Right, so what I want to do, I just want to very quickly buy a muck spreader. Okay, so we've got a little bit of money at the moment. Because if we have a look, I've pretty much been selling a lot of what we've had in store. So we've got about 80 tonne of corn left. We sold some of the sugar beet, probably about 80 tonne, and we sold some of the wheat, and we've still got a little bit left over. So we should have enough money, all being well, to buy field 35 and do a couple more jobs. So let's just go and get the muck spreader. I have just been messing about. I have tested it and it is working, so that's good. But I'll show you what I've done. It's pretty straightforward, really. And eventually we'll have two muck spreaders, just so the loader's not sitting about for too long. But at the moment, one muck spreader should be enough, because we've already got nearly 40 tonne of manure and 150 tonne of liquid manure. We're not going to do anything quite yet with the liquid manure, because that's got a lot bigger tank, where the normal manure, that soon fills up. In a couple of days you fill up and then you're wasting it. So I want to crack on with this straight away, just so we're not wasting too much. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just explain when we get back up to the field what I've done. I've only just sort of very quickly put together a few courses for courseplay. Only very, very simply. So basically, the way I'm going to work this is each field will have a course to and from the dairy. Okay, then there'll be one course at the dairy where the tractor, the muck spreader will pull up, stop, it'll get loaded and then drive on. So the reason I'm doing, rather than doing sort of one big loop, is because I'm going to set the courseplay up on the front loader. So if you can get the stop point on the tractor the same every time, it just makes it a little bit easier, really. For a little bit of extra running about. So basically, what we want to do is field 28, and I'll show you each course. So we're going to go to dairy, and I'll just turn on the course. You'll know how to do it now. You just basically start recording and drive it, and then when you get there, hit stop. So to dairy, which is down here. So I've already recorded this. That's basically just on the corner of that field, because that's where I'll start, and then it comes all the way down here. Pretty straightforward. So then what this will do, this will stop just as we enter the dairy, and then that's where the next stage comes in. Right, so the stop point's here. So the next we're going to do dairy muck heap. So from now on, really, I'll be calling the solid manure muck, because that's what we used to call it. So you've got a muck spreader, muck clamp, you know, it's all muck, and the liquid manure we'll be calling slurry. So this will be slurry and this is muck, just in case anyone gets confused. Just want to move this out of the way. There we go. Right, so the next stage is the dairy muck heap. So if we load that in, okay, so that then joins up, and then that gives us our stop point. So this is the point where the tractor will stop and wait to be loaded. And then basically what happens from there, it goes all the way around there to that bit of road there, it stops there, and I've recorded another one from there back up to that field, which is from there, which is here. And then you can see it go back up there, and that's that really. So to make it work, you need to make sure you're selected on fertilise and seeding. Choose your field, so we do field 28, it's a 10 metre spread on there, and we want to go southeast, heading north. Want to make sure you return to start point, because that's where the, this route will start from, and we'll do the headland once round after. Okay, and then that's when we're actually loading these, so we need to go from doing the field, so once it's empty that will go to the dairy muck heap, from the dairy, and then that will carry on from where it left off. So the next stage is getting the old muck into the muck spreader. So if we go near this waypoint and hit drive, that should drive to the waypoint and wait there until it's got a full load. There we go. So if we find the front loader, there we go, and we're going just set up a very simple course so we don't have to keep doing this by hand. And this is pretty straightforward really. So we're going to use the old muck fork here. So basically, simplest way to do it, just get a square on like that. Start recording. Get to the point that the fork's just entering the muck clamp. So somewhere there. Hit P for pause point or wait point. So this is marking how big the clamp is. Just drive till your fork's somewhere near the back. Okay, then hit P and then hit reverse. Drive backwards. So just keep driving till you're square on the trailer. There we go. You don't have to hit P anymore for this stage. Take reverse off. Drive up, so it's nice and square on the trailer. So I reckon somewhere there. So this is the next pause point or wait point. Okay, and then we need to reverse again. So I come back at a bit of an angle here. Take reverse off, because what I want to do now, I want to try and get square on my first point, so the arrow. So I'll come round here, and that should then make a nice little loop, so that'll go from here to there and start again. So we'll just save that as muck heap. The only thing we need to do now is just set up our. Actually, that should be loaded, shouldn't it? There we go. Just our shovel positions. So we want to get somewhere down here for the first one. Loading position. Transport position. Pre-unload position. Somewhere there. What I like to do when I do the pre-unload position is have it so it's just gonna raise the top of the trailer, so that's probably about perfect there. And then our unload position be something like that. And then we want to activate stop and go. So what that'll do, that just means when it goes into the clamp, if it's taking stuff into the bucket, it'll wait till it needs to move forwards a bit more. and then hit drive course. Fingers crossed. So this is taking a lot of the labour out of doing this little job. So what we'll do, we'll eventually have 2 muck spreaders, like I said, and we'll set up some what it's called now. Yeah, some lane offset courses, and show you how that works. Right, so I'm actually going to just override this. And the reason for that is really when you start the course, you want to make sure you've got a little bit of muck in your trailer. So you do a little bit in the field, otherwise it won't know where to start from. I think we can turn them off now, can't we? There we go. I do like this new horseplay interface. It's ever so easy to use now. Right, so fingers crossed if we have this on first point, that should make a start. Empty quite quickly, and then go back for another load. I don't want to stand too close to that. So this isn't really costing us anything now. Obviously got the cost of the muck spreader, but it's all, you know, leftovers from hard work of making the straw and keeping the cows happy. So that's pretty good, pretty good. Because we used to, we did have a muck spreader on the dairy growing up, but we didn't actually use it too much because we only had one. It's quite a slow process. By the time you go out, it empties quite quickly. Then you have to go back, load it, come back. So what we used to get a gang of people in, contractors that would come in with 5 or 6 muck spreaders and a big front loader. And what they used to do in half a day would probably take one person, you know, a day and a half. So although you had to pay the contractor to do it, it was still cheaper than using liquid nitrogen and things like that. Right. Let's set this off for 36. Northeast, south. There we go. So fingers crossed. There can't be much more left in that. Sugar beet, corn. That'd probably take it all now. That'd probably be the last one. Yeah, okay. Send you. That'll be your last one on that. Keep an eye on the speed. Might just want to slow that down a little bit. So fingers crossed. Yep, so he's actually now sitting waiting. As soon as that trailer pulls up, it's going to start loading it. And that's pretty autonomous now. Don't have to worry about that. But when we start using the slurry, we'll use the same to and from routes, but we'll add a new one that comes in here. It goes right here and just have a wait point here so we can load up from the slurry tank and then drive on forwards out, and then that'll pick up then the return to field. So look at that. I think it takes 4 buckets. I might just raise it up a little bit. So that's just catching the top of the trailer there. Let's see if we can just speed that up a little bit. There we go. I don't know, 30 miles an hour is a bit too quick. Let's try 8. Just speed it up a little bit. Yeah, I reckon that'd be okay. Good. So I don't know how many fields we're going to do. I mean, we didn't. I don't know how much was this. There's 20% left in here. Because they don't hold too much these, but whereas this one, how much is in here? So yeah, it's 18%. So yeah, I'm not sure really. We'll use this every day anyway, so we'll use it all up. And anything that we can't use from the cows, we'll just use a bit of nitrogen in the spreader. I don't know what he was doing then. Anyway, let's go and buy field 35. Get some grass in that. So what I'm thinking about doing, I'm probably not going to use this silage clamp. I'm thinking about, I've been looking actually, there's some couple of mods of a silage silo. I think I'm going to put here somewhere. So I can set up some sort of course that comes along and dumps it in. And then it ferments it in this silo. And then we can then get some sort of trailer and just dump it in here. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Because that silage clamp's in such a stupid place there. It really is. Right, so let's buy that. And we've still got 90 grand left. So there's something else I was thinking about doing as well. I wasn't showing you my epic driving skills. I was thinking about getting a forage wagon or a loading wagon. 180 horsepower, flipping neck. Yeah, so I think just for sticking stuff in there, and also when we get the silage thing, silo. Oh, there he goes. It's full. Cool. Looks good. Let's give chase. He's sitting there waiting. Still a bit of muck left. Oh, look out. Cool, I'll be glad when patch 1.3 comes out and they sort out some of these physics. Rumour has it there's going to be a new manufacturer. I was reading on the internet earlier. I can't remember what it's called now. Some French company. Right, so how much actually is a slow tanker? Oh, I might buy that. If that's only 40 grand. It's got a nice sized tank. Probably not going to worry about getting this rear cultivator for it. I think these are a bit big, being the semis that they are. Yeah, so I might buy that in a minute. Let's just watch this. So this is what I love about Farming Simulator. It's all well and good, you know, using the old nitrogen and that, and the fertiliser spreader, but when you can actually spread a bit of muck, you know, you've got the whole process of baling, taking the straw down to the cows, keeping them happy. you know, then this is like the waste product, which then you put back in the fields, which then you can grow more straw. So yeah, it's good. Where's he going? There we go. Just found its place. So I reckon we'll probably get this field done with this trailer. Right, so how are we doing? Where's a good place to sell wheat? Grain elevator, windmill. Okay, we might just sell the rest of our wheat, I think. So I'd rather have the money. Oh, hold on. I just need to move back a little bit. There you go. Cool, it's a smelly old job that. Right, so that's going. Haven't really got a spare tractor. Not really got the Ford. I'll just give these a bit of a wash. I do like to keep my stuff clean. So hopefully we won't need to use this spreader much more. Especially when you haven't even had a full day yet at 100% on the cows. That's a good old blow off. Cool, that looks pretty clean to me. This is clean. Looks good. Just give this a quick blast while we're here. Sweet, okay. Well, I think we've pretty much done everything I wanted to do this episode. Between episodes, I'll just finish off seeding everything, get everything fertilised. That's pretty much done, is it? Just doing the headlands. Just running out here by the looks of it. No, yeah. So that's just got to go around and that's done. I shouldn't really be driving across the field. Yeah, so next episode I might have a little mess about with that silage silo, see if I can get that downloaded. Maybe see about getting a slurry tanker. And also maybe a loading wagon. Yeah, plenty to do. Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? I do like watching this when it works properly. I don't know what's doing that. I don't know what's about. Anyway, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.